Hi there. I want to talk about something that I recently shared as a health tip for creating hormone harmony: bone broth. It's often praised as a superfood, and while it can be a fantastic source of nutrients for many people, it might not be the best choice for everyone, especially if you're dealing with issues like anxiety, restlessness, or sensory sensitivities. Our brain needs balance. It relies on two key neurotransmitters to help do this: glutamate and GABA. Think of glutamate as the gas pedal. It excites your brain cells, helping with focus and learning. GABA, on the other hand, is like the brake. It calms things down, helping you relax and sleep. When these two neurotransmitters are in harmony, everything runs smoothly. But if you've got too much glutamate or not enough GABA, your brain stays in overdrive. That can look like anxiety, trouble sleeping, racing thoughts, or even physical symptoms like muscle tension or headaches. And that, my friend, is where bone broth comes into play. Bone broth contains glutamine, an amino acid that can be converted into glutamate, and during the long simmering process, free glutamate is released as proteins break down. For most people, this isn't a problem. But if your brain is already struggling to manage excitatory signals, that extra glutamate could push things further out of balance. If you drink bone broth and you notice you feel more wired, restless, or even irritable, it could be due to that extra glutamate. For individuals with Down syndrome, this balance between GABA and glutamate can be even more delicate. Research shows that people with Down syndrome may have overactive glutamate receptors and challenges with GABA signaling. That could mean heightened sensory sensitivities, difficulty adapting to change, difficulty with behavioral rigidity, or even sleep disturbances. In cases like Down syndrome regression disorder, where people experience cognitive and other health related setbacks, this imbalance might worsen symptoms like anxiety or difficulties with memory and focus. Supporting GABA activity while managing excess glutamate is key here. The good news is there are ways to support your brain if you suspect a glutamate GABA imbalance. First, if you still want to enjoy the benefits of bone broth without the drawbacks of too much glutamate, you can cook your bone broth for less time. The longer it's cooked, the more free glutamate is released into the broth. By reducing the cook time, you also reduce the amount of free glutamate. You can also use smaller amounts of bone broth or use it less frequently to avoid exacerbating any symptoms of glutamate imbalance. You can also focus on vitamin B6. This nutrient is a cofactor that helps convert glutamate into GABA. You can get it from foods like chicken, fish, bananas, or sweet potatoes. Also consider a supplement called P5P, which is the active form of B6. Chronic stress and inflammation also make this imbalance worse. Support your body with antioxidants like vitamin C, glutathione, and omega-3s. The TNI protocol is especially helpful at addressing this oxidative stress in people with Down syndrome. Additionally, consider magnesium as it calms the brain and supports GABA. Forms like magnesium glycinate or threonate are especially helpful because they're well absorbed. As always, watch your diet. If you're sensitive, limit high glutamate foods like long simmered broths, MSG, and overly aged cheeses. Instead, try calming foods like green tea, which has L-theanine, fermented foods, and nuts. And finally, support gut health. Your healthy gut microbiome produces a significant portion of GABA, so probiotics and prebiotic fibers, like from veggies, are game changers. For those with Down syndrome or similar conditions, it's especially important to work with a practitioner familiar with that condition so that you can personalize these strategies. So, is bone broth bad? Absolutely not, and I'm not trying to create fear around a healthy food. But it is a good reminder that even the healthiest foods might not work for everyone. Listen to your body, pay attention to how you feel, and if you notice symptoms like anxiety, restlessness, or sleep issues, it might be time to explore what's going on behind the scenes. If you are curious about your neurotransmitter levels, I use the NeuroFocus Plus neurotransmitter test in my practice. This test analyzes 13 different neurotransmitters and comes with a personalized brain wellness protocol to help you optimize your neurotransmitter levels naturally. In addition, you can schedule a free discovery call or purchase a program directly from my website. Reach out today. Links are in the bio.